Yeah. Van Glorious, Vanguard.
Knowledge born.
Yeah.
United Front.
Tell it.
What you want.
To the Knowledge Radio.
We in here. What you got? Dot.
Work hard as a slave to one day be your savior. The wave unwavering. This is a labor of love. Rise with a purpose every day. Invigorated. If we were on TV, we'd be 10 times syndicated. If we waited for validation, a paycheck or accolades, we'd be starved, already lost or ran away. But when your square solid and your circle too, you don't need a place for silence. The concept is conquered through media, not areas of people activity. A mix that don't lose ethnicity, tightness that don't lose the elasticity. Explicitly, this isn't where we give the novice regard. Nah, this is where knowledge is born. Last time that I checked, I'm undefeated. Deliver edicts, can't resist when the gods build and manifest freedom. When lines get crossed, they may push a loss, cause they get handed a check. We kick your can and cancel your cancerous gestures. A prophet vision, precision, the prescription for the sickness is to inoculate your fate with the winning. Arrogant beginnings turn to humble endings. And US with KBA is a win-win. 1K.
Hello.
Peace and Black Power family. Welcome to another episode of Do Knowledge Radio, place where knowledge is born. This is your host, Knowledge Born Alive, and we got royalty in the building. Yes, our Creator loved us so much that He blessed us with a divine opportunity to hear from one of His angels. You know, the scripture talks about the heavenly host, and we got one of the heavenly hosts here today. We have a tremendous, hard-working warrior sister who speaks to us about love, who speaks to us about togetherness, unity, business, empowerment, inspiration, all through song, real life, relatable love songs. I know we came up in a generation where we had love songs, and we see a time now where things are so artificial and we're devoid of love. So God showed us favor by sending her here with us today to share her journey as the true and living Lady Songbird. So it's my honor and privilege at this time to introduce some percent to others, a phenomenal, world famous songstress, our lady, the Songbird, Miss Jinda Harris in the building. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. Happy to be here. Bless. Thank you so much. You know, the snow is melting here in Texas, and the weather is getting back to some normalcy, because you know we're usually hot, so we're not really used to this cold weather. But yeah, we were out of power for 4 days. Power came on yesterday, and man, it's been something crazy. But you know, I thank God every day that we had a roof over our head, clothes on our back, food on the table, shoes on our feet, because it could be a lot worse. And we are definitely back to normalcy now.
That is beautiful. You know, all glory to the Most High Power for that. I know some people, some of my, fam in Texas was really going through it. I never met a people more resilient than us. So, love to everyone who's, who overcame this and comes out stronger. Mm-hmm. So, just thankful to have you here with us on today. So, for those one or two people who ain't acquainted with heaven or earth, that may not be familiar with you and the magic that you do, can you take a moment to introduce yourself to the fam?
Well, my name is Jinda Harris. Some call me the Lady Songbird Jinda. And I'm originally from Springfield, Ohio. I come from a very musical family. My uncle is Aaron Blackman. He was the lead guitarist for Roger Troutman and Zapp. Also, he co-wrote the famous song "Computer Love." And then, and then my cousin Cindy Blackman-Santana. She was a lead drummer for Lenny Kravitz, and also is married to Carlos Santana. Wow. So I have a musical grew up a musical background. They're my second cousins and my second uncle. But just to know that that's my mom's side, but my dad's side, we had some singers in there and stuff like that. My dad sung, and so that's just a little bit about my background as far as where the music and the talent comes from. I think it's just in my blood. Growing up, my mom kept me active in all the little plays and musicals, and I always was in choir. And because I was always in choir, I studied classical music and also pretty much opera music all the way up until my senior year of high school, obtaining I obtained a full 4-year scholarship for music and vocal technique from Morris Brown College, and that's where I wanted to pretty much be that first Black opera singer. But God saw some other direction for me. I did not finish, but I went on to do other things, being a part of amazing groups and meeting so many amazing people and opening up for so many amazing artists. And I raised my kids, and I stopped for a while just to raise them. And I met my husband now, and my husband didn't know that I sung because I pretty much just kind of put it on the back burner, But we were out, and we were in karaoke, and I sung a song. He was blown away. He was like, "Whoa, you need to be professional." Mind you, before I met him, I sung behind some of the greats. Ollie Woodson of the Temptations. Right. I've opened up for everybody. Chante Moore, Tank, Genuine, Joe, Ohio Players, Confunction. The list goes on. I've opened up for so many people. And but when I stopped all that when before I met him. And I got back into it because when he heard me sing, he was like, "I'm about to go out and buy all this equipment. We're gonna get us a live band." So it's pretty much, then we end up getting the DBA for the name, the Lady Songbird Jinda, and got my logo, got my business cards, started doing a lot of weddings. Weddings progressed to big corporate events, and then opening up for all these different artists, especially in the Southern soul world. And I just been blessed. It's just seemed like the steps that we've been taking have been ordered. So just been blessed,
That is an amazing introduction right there. I don't need to ask nothing else. That's it, I guess. We went through everything.
That's me in a nutshell.
I think it is so profound how your obedience to God carved out every step of your path.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think that's a powerful thing. Like, and I'm not saying it lightly. I'm just hearing it in your story. Like, you were born to do this, and indiscriminate to what was in your path, being dutiful and obedient to that voice of God was something that was profound throughout your generation. So from one phase to the next phase, from a young child, with the musical influences in your blood and in your family, the demonstrated capabilities of what it does, and then to, usher into motherhood and listen close to God again and say, okay, it's time to take this break and, be dutiful as a mother and to raise your children, and then go on, and then to find a man that God preserved for you.
Amen.
And to recognize this greatness, and man, all in. You understand what I'm saying? All in, I'm just amazed by it. You see what I'm saying? Because it's a rarity. We hear a lot of the other stuff that's going on, and because the mind becomes attentive and attracting to that kind of negative stimuli, about Black love, about Black relationships, things like that, men and women, these gender wars and half, and who should pay for this, and all of these other things that our enemies seem to capitalize on. you have found a way to see through all of that and, recognize the gift that is in you and the gift that is in your union together. So I think that's just amazing, So I want to know some stuff now. I want to know some stuff. We're in Black History Month, obviously. So your connection to celebrating our history and our story, because you have an amazing story unto your own. Is it still relevant? Is it still valuable, to look back and examine our history?
Yes, it is. It always is, because the history makes up what we are today. I can go back to the beginning when I first started singing, and the music of people that come to mind, like the Teena Marie and the Minnie Ripperton, Aretha Franklin, people that come to mind that actually were that staged me to be who I am, or made me up, helped make me up to be what I am and who I am. They definitely was a great influence to me growing up, and paving the way for people like me to do what we love to do. You definitely have to know pretty much where you came from when it comes to learning about people's struggles before you and what the things that they had to endure. And it makes you appreciate what you have more when you choose to do that. So I definitely appreciate their walk, their struggle, because it made me stronger and it made me who I am today. Yeah, absolutely.
Now, this song journey and inspiration that's here, what was it like to prepare for one walk and then God revealed another? What was that transition like? You said you was in the opera world, so it was kind of like Marian Anderson in a way. You see what I'm saying? And to go from that to, kind of like the Sarah Vaughan. You see what I'm saying? To switch up in those lanes and in that genre. What was that experience like for you?
To me, music is mainly like, you have to have an open mind, and you have to be able to learn. And I think me learning opera and me studying classical music and things of that nature, it helped me to be the unique vocalist I am. I can't really pinpoint my sound or anything like that, but it's amazing because every time you know what you want to do, but God has something else for you. So you can't ever really dictate. You just know you want your outcome to be great, but you don't know what obstacles and hurdles you go through in life. You don't know it before you get there. You just know that God has you. So pretty much I had in my mind at the beginning, I wanted to be the first opera singer. Until I realized there were other Black opera singers that opened my mind to. But I grew up with R&B. I grew up with all types of music. But if I could stem and know the core of my musical being, it would have to be R&B. And that's what I've learned, and that's what I'm accustomed to. Even though I have that background in opera, I think that it actually expanded my vocal ability and my range. And that's what I use it for, as a tool. I know what to do as a singer. I know what exercise I need to do to cultivate my craft. So that's what I take with me from the studies and things like that.
So now I want to know about the stage like the stage performance. What was it like, from your first time, and then like just looking back progressively over that stage performance?
Man, I was shy. I was shy as a kid. My mom used to make me sing in front of my family. That was like cruelty. I would turn my back at all the family reunions. She'd be like, Jinda gonna sing. And Whitney Houston was my thing, boy. When she came out with I Want to Dance with Somebody and You Give Good Love, boy, my mom would make me sing. She would put me out there in front of my family. I would be shaking, but it broke me. And then as I got older, the shyness subsided. I got into something called it's a huge production. They do it every year. It's called The Party on the Hill. It's the Motown Review and more. that helped me, and that broke me out the shell, because not only do you have to entertain by singing, you have to dance, you have choreographers that help you move, you have to engage with the audience. That broke me out my shell. I did that for 3 years in a row, and that really helped me, because for so long I did sing background for numerous bands and artists. And then that helped me evolve as an artist, to know that I don't have to be in the back. I can stand to the front. Not to mimic anybody, but I do study a lot of different artists and how they interact with and engage with the audience. Yeah.
So what's the Jinda experience like? You know, the Lady Songbird, like, what can you tell the people about an experience? Because I'm getting the experience from you. You understand what I'm saying? So what's that live experience like? What can people expect?
You know what? My husband is standing right here, and he stands on the outside.
Mm-hmm.
While I'm singing, he pretty much sums the shows up. So I'm gonna let him answer that question. He's right here. My husband Howard.
Hi, how you doing?
We love him. We love Howard. We love you, Howard. You understand what I'm saying to you?
Yeah,
we love you because you unearthed this gift right here and gave it back to us. You see what I'm saying? As God intended you to be the one to do that. I think that was amazing. Y'all are amazing together. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all are beautiful together. Y'all are a beautiful couple. And y'all are ascending together. I really see that, and I'm really loving and celebrating that. Like, you don't know how much that means to see, you know, Black folks together in love. You understand what I'm saying? Because it's sorely missing. So back to this experience before I get off in a tangent right here. What was that experience like for you? First hearing her sing and then seeing her perform live.
Basically, when Jinda is one of the singers that provokes feelings. So some of the notes she hits brings chills down your body. So you have to be prepared, not only mentally but physically, because she's going to take you on a roller coaster, as she would say. My thing is to engage the audience. So what I do when she's doing a show, I walk around and I look at how they're reacting to her. So if I need to slow it down or I need to pick it up, you know, I'm heavily involved into her shows, because every show we come out, we do it like it's our last show. So we try to give everybody the ultimate experience as far as her new music or as old school R&B covers. I mean, we do a realm of things, you know. Quick, let me bounce back real quick before I get the thing about the history of music. If you don't study the history, how can you correct the history as we go forward? So what we do, we see where not only the mistakes, but where they propelled as well. So we try to pick up the good and the bad and try to move forward as much as we can. We let God leads us 100%. When I tell you that I've done nothing, I've done nothing. I just let God lead me, and I just follow the footsteps. That's all I do. It's easy when you do that.
Yeah.
That's a beautiful thing. So since I got y'all both here together, I was going to ask how y'all met, but since y'all here, you know, together, you know, I would love that love story or you know, however it went. Whatever y'all can share with us, because I don't need to be all in your business.
Or do you want Jinda's truth?
Because you know, you're gonna make it seem like
go ahead, say it, babe. Don't say it.
That is you.
We actually met online, and she kept winking at me.
What site was it? It was like Black People Meet.
I don't recall.
They hook up something,
but she kept winking at me. So I kept like, man, whatever. You know what I'm saying? She's too beautiful to be looking for me. I'm like, I just blew it up until I answered. We started communicating back and forth. And our first date, we went to church together. And then after church, we went out to breakfast. And from that part, we haven't been separate since.
Say that one more time for the viewers, because this is phenomenal. Okay, tell them one more time where y'all went for y'all first date.
Our first date, we went to church. After church, we went to go get something to eat at Denny's or IHOP.
And then the little dude was hitting on me.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man, hitting on me. I was like, what the what? There was, crazy. I mean, yeah. And after that, we've been inseparable. I mean, it's been almost 9 years in. We've been together. So yeah, absolutely.
And the one thing about support, it never stops. And you have to be true to yourself, true to your wife. I told her this, I'll put my career on the back burner. We're going to pursue yours. And after you're done, then we'll go back and get mine. Because what I want to own is a HVAC company. So after she's done doing what she do, I'm going back and getting mine.
It's so amazing. What tips y'all got for the family out here? You know, we get in one little argument, we want to call it off. I know I shouldn't have never. You understand what I'm saying? So, you know, what's some tips and keys that y'all can share in regards to, you know, longevity and, you know, keeping it fresh, keeping it excited, keeping it new, you know?
Hurting your leg?
I'm fine.
Oh, okay.
One thing, there's no such thing as 50-50. You know, it's 100. But my thing is to make my wife happy. You know, God put specifics in the Bible. And my thing is God, and it's my wife, and then it's the children. So what I do, when I come home every day, I want to see a smile on her face. You know, if there's anything that I can do to support her, that's what I'm going to do. You know, ultimately, you know, I'm the man of the house, but she's the queen. The queen runs everything. The man is just the face. So I support her 1,000. You know, we still have dates. You know, we still have little trickies when she says when she wants something, I always say no, but I bring it home later on that day. So my thing is to keep her happy. Baby.
Oh, what was I saying?
You gotta give a tip.
Right.
Didn't say everything.
And you got to share your side of the story, okay? Because, you know, he told the truth.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
You know, people go through this life looking for a helpmate, and that's what I have. I mean, wherever I slack, he picks. Wherever he slacks, I pick. It's just like he's the missing piece to the puzzle of my life, and hey, we rolling this till the wheels fall off. That's just bottom line. I mean, the divorce is not even in our vocabulary. It doesn't work that way. So,
and we have 9 kids and 10 grandkids. So,
whoa,
we can't.
Whoa. The production plan is working. Y'all are following the first commandment. Okay, let me look in on that right quick. Okay, let me look. The fruitful and multiply is multiplying. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, look. God sent y'all to me today to remind me that this still happens. You see what I'm saying? Because you could be dismayed by some of the stuff that's going on out here. And evidently y'all following them commandments to the letter. That first one, be fruitful and multiply. Okay, y'all got it. Okay. So love and honor to you and your family and all of the greatness that continues to flow through y'all. Y'all are a beacon of hope, of love, of commitment, of sacrifice, and all, you know, just in what y'all bring. And the music is magical, you know, it's positive mantras, you know, because you can do anything with the music out here, as y'all seen. You see what I'm saying? So to be able to provide a space of joy, of happiness, of movement, you know what I'm saying? And some of them songs, you know, some of them folk might remember that first commandment, you know, being fruitful. You understand what I'm saying? And go home and multiply because of the love that y'all put into it. You see what I'm saying? So I think that's amazing.
One quick nugget is when you're married, keep your circle small. The Bible says, "Don't let no man come between you." So we don't let anybody get near us. You know, it's not like we're not friendly. We're not none of that. It's just that this is our circle. You know, it's God. It's us. It's the family. So I tell Jinda, I said, only you and I can destroy us. Nobody. I don't care what anybody says. It goes in one ear and out the other because I know my wife. You know, so we in this business is bad now. We done been approached about. You know, he say, she say. Well, all I do is smile. I don't even let it soak in because we know what we have with one another. You know, some people call and want to book Jinda. They say, but I don't want to go through her husband. I mean, what is that about? If it's legitimate, you can go through anybody, you know. But my thing, they be trying, you know, they try to pull her to the side and, you know, talk to her on the side. And she always direct them right back to me. You need to call my husband, my manager. And that's how we've been able to be successful for so long, because we don't let no man, no woman come between us.
That's right. That's right.
Wait a minute. Y'all said that y'all could live together and work together. What'd you say?
Yep.
That's right.
Is that what y'all had said?
Yeah. You know, we have a pact. Whenever the music start hurting our marriage, we're done with the music. We're done with it. You know, because we both work full-time jobs. We both
work.
So the music is something she loves, something I support. Something, you know what? I think I get a bigger kick out of it than she does. You know, I feel so proud when she does shows. She said I'm a little intense. My thing is, I want everything to be right. You know, I want the sound to be perfect. I want the lighting, to be perfect.
We come with a full production. I mean, we have all the sound. If you need someone to my husband, a lot of our shows, he's doing all the sound. He's engineering all of our equipment. He's setting up all the equipment. He's putting away all the equipment. We're talking about speakers, monitors, mixer, everything. And also he'll DJ in between my sets. You know what I mean? If he needs to. So, you know, we come.
What'd you say? Oh,
and
so
you know, when it comes to t-shirts, we make them in-house. We make our own t-shirts here at home, customize them. Now I have a store. You can go to the LadySongBirdJinda.com and you can go into my store and you can buy everything. You can buy anything from wine glasses, lip glosses, masks, everything for me. So yeah. Yep.
That's beautiful. I'm telling you. Something in that water in Texas. You know what I'm saying? Keeping it all together. I appreciate that. I'm telling you. So tips for the business, you know, the business aspect, you know, y'all gave, you know, relationship, you know, nuggets. So what's up with the business nuggets, you know, for families who say they can't work together, husband and wife say they can't work together?
I think the challenge is setting ground rules. When we first started, Jinda wouldn't listen to me. I like, baby, I'm the manager. She said, no, you're the husband. I said, no, I'm the manager. She said, no, you my husband first. Like, oh Lord. You know, because the thing we learned this business together. You know, I was going to school for it at one time to try to get me a degree in the business, the music business, so that I can understand what's going on, its totality. So, you know, when I learned something, I try to use it on Jinda. She fought me at first. She did. She used to fight. I like, baby. She said, no. Like, yeah. We need to do it this way, or let's try it this way. But the thing in the business, you got to give and take. You know, sometimes, all right, we'll continue doing the way we were. But ultimately, you all got to have definite roles. You got to have a role. Somebody has to be over this, and she has to be over that. And don't cross it. You know, let me perfect my job. You perfect yours, and then we work together. So I think husband and wife can work together. As a parent that we do. There's no one bigger than the other. You know, we both owners of the business. You know, she's on the artist end. I'm on a business end. But I think we have a wonderful team. You know, we started out with like 15 and 20 people, but we soon learned that doesn't work. It doesn't work. So what we do now, if I don't know anything, we just reach out to people, you know, professionals, you know, and get help on the outside. Mm-hmm. You know, there's no cut and color. I don't want you to do me a favor on the hookup. You know, send me a bill. You know, I want 100% of your attention. Don't help me when you got time. No. We're gonna do it all in contracts. We're gonna keep it 100. You know, there's no hookups. I don't want you to hook me up, and I'm not gonna hook you up.
That's right.
Our price is our price. I mean, if you can't afford it this time, think about it next time. You know, but you know us as people.
I always want the hookup. But they'll go up the street and pay full price.
Right.
You know.
I can see if it's in trade for a skill, you know, because that's instinctually us. I don't think we understand it fully. You know, if they could provide you with a service and you provide them with a service, y'all could meet in the middle somewhere. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And some of those things are the cost of doing business. But to just neglect and not bring anything on the other end and want something, you know, that's stealing. You understand what I'm saying? So, you know, and you know, dealing with that, you know, they say fair exchange ain't no robbery. So, you know, understanding what that is, and you know, sometimes if I'm not really feeling something, I will price somebody out. You see what I'm saying? I'll price them out. I'll be like, I'll raise the price up dramatically. You know, so if they're gonna be involved, they'll be like, oh, you know, because they pay for it. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Versus somebody I could work with, you know, we could have a working relationship. You know? So I think that's very, very genuine and beautiful that y'all have that partnership and y'all have that understanding. You see what I'm saying? Because people are around for what they can get, you know, and if they're not vested or invested, you know, they're going to be looking to take from the situation and not sow. You see what I'm saying? In order to glean, you know, it's a process. You don't just, you know, glean and have a bountiful harvest without sowing some seeds and putting some, you know, toil into the ground. You see, so they coming in, you know, for a little quick fix, thinking they're gonna get something and go. Like, you're gonna go. That's what you're gonna do. That's what you're gonna get gone and you're gonna go. You understand? So I love it that y'all are, you know, surrounded with that armor. You see what I'm saying? To be able to, you know, spot them interlopers, because, you know, business in the whole is, you know, crazy within itself. And y'all in you know, the place to find God and the devil at the same time. You know what I'm saying? The music business. You know, you can find God or you can find the adversary. You see what I'm saying? And if we look at, you know, traditions, ancestry, what came before us, and what you see around us is all family business. You know, you go to Target, you go to Walmart, that's somebody's name. That's not a name of a business. That's somebody's family name. So you're dealing with family business, you know. You know, our experience here, you know, being brought here and sold here, somebody's family came and got us. You understand what I'm saying? So it goes from the microscopic to, you know, the large scale, you know, in regards to that. And I think we have to find a way, you know, to work it. And everybody have a role and responsibility in the family. You know, you go into a Chinese restaurant, they send their young children to school to learn English and learn the business. You see what I'm saying? And they come back and they commit. You know, so it's generations like that. It's not like, oh, I don't want to do what my daddy did or what my mama did. You don't have a choice, because this is your family inheritance. If you don't work, you don't eat. If you don't contribute, you see what I'm saying, to that family, how is the family going to stay strong? You're going to go work with someone else's family anyway. You understand what I'm saying? You're going to go work with somebody else's family anyway. So, you know, are you going to determine the destiny, the outcome, and the level of ascension for your family based off what somebody else's family gives you? You know, your CEO ain't going to pay you to be his neighbor or her neighbor.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? They're going to pay you enough to replace you with somebody else. And they're trying to skim that every day, you know? So consider your family. That was supposed to be your first business.
It's funny.
You could go back to the first family and see it, you know, when the era came in the production plant. You see what I'm saying? Somebody wanted more than what the other brother was given. You see what I'm saying? And then that's all it took.
Yeah,
So we ain't learned a lesson from them two people. I don't know what we doing out here. We still see it every day.
the funny thing about this music business, let's say you are a promoter and you calling me up, you're like, hey, what's your price? And I give you a price. He thinks, I'm not saying anybody in particular, but they think at that moment when you show up, oh, you're only singing an hour. They don't understand the preparation that she has to come in here and practice, you know, every day. You know, she has to do a different show every day. So there's more and more hours than just that 45 minutes that we're giving to you. So our price is going to endure everything she has to do. It's from a wardrobe, you know, from getting there to lodging. So the prices is not just for that night. It's actually 2 or 3 or 4 months out when you hire her, because she has to start getting prepared for the show. So a lot of people are mistaken that you just come to the show. Okay, who get paid, you know, $1,500 an hour? It's more than 1 hour. You know, it's probably 25 hours put in for that one show. You know, because she has to perfect her craft. We have to get in here and practice together, because when we give you a show, we want to be at our best. You know, we want to be at our. I mean, that's just we keep it professional. You know, we come in, we do our show.
Sound check. We there.
We never missed a show. Thank you, Jesus. Never missed a show. So if we say we're going to be there, she went to a show in Louisiana, which is about 7 hours away, and she was sick. And she said, baby, I don't think
voice.
She said, baby, I don't think I can sing. I'm like, baby, we're on the fly. Okay. What we're gonna do, we're gonna doctor you up from Texas to Louisiana. So she was having hot tidies and she was doing lemons. She was doing everything to prepare herself when we get there. And then when we got there, we made a decision. I said, baby, sing songs that they know so they can help you. She got that. Nobody knew no different. Nobody knew no different because we was able to push through that.
The audience was singing and it was great because they were singing the songs and we were just singing together. We got through that show. And I tell you, that line was so long with all the CD sales of people purchasing CDs and just happy that I was there under the weather. Just knowing that we still, if my face is on that flyer or that marquee, you best believe I'm going to be there. I'm going to be there.
If possible.
If possible. Absolutely.
That is beautiful. I'm telling you. That is.
Hey, appreciate you having me, but I'm going to get this back to the Songbird.
All right.
So did you consider ever, working with some young people, vocal training, things like that, as an additional stream, to try to teach, some young people the craft, some young sisters, some young brothers out there, as a vocal coach or something like that?
Well, I've been approached on a lot of different occasions. A lot of people ask me if I would do that. I haven't done it. If I wasn't singing full time and working a full-time job, I definitely that would be something. Actually, what I wanted to do if I wasn't singing, I would probably be a professor of music or a choir teacher. That would be what I would love to do, and maybe eventually I just may be that. So you just never know. So yeah,
it's not like getting it right, and evidently God has made a way for y'all to get it right.
Mm-hmm.
See what I'm saying? And to share that experience and wisdom and gems with young people who have the highest potential. I say 9 times out of 10 to get it wrong and to get taken advantage of because they got it wrong. So with your gifts, your talents, your skills. So if you don't have the time to do it, write it, or put it out virtually. Everything is working virtually and things like that. So that was my next question. Virtually, we just came from 2020. How adaptable have you and your husband had to been, in regards to performing as an artist during this, pandemic situation?
Well, I would have to say that during the whole pandemic, I dropped a CD earlier last year, towards the end of last year. I dropped Phoenix. Also just dropped 2 videos. So, and I've been doing shows. If they were canceled, they were postponed to later dates. But God has blessed me to where in the midst of all of the things that's going on, I've still been productive and able to do shows, whether they be virtual, whether they be the actual at a venue. Of course, social distancing was practiced and masks and safety precautions were there, but I've still been blessed to do a multitude of shows. So I really haven't missed a beat other than some shows being postponed. And but other than that, even when I wasn't doing, I was always in the studio. I'm working on my 3rd album through Music Access. So I'm very, very, very blessed right now. I just really feel like God is just really, pushing me to keep doing what I'm doing, and he has not stopped a beat for me. So yeah, I've been very, very fortunate.
Well, that's good, because what's out there. A lot of performing artists, especially those who were touring and things like that. They were affected greatly. They had opportunities to share their story, you know, sometimes when you're moving so fast, you don't get a chance to slow down and actually reflect on your journey and your experience. You know, uh, touring, that's a life. You understand? Marriage, that's a life. Children, that's another life. You know,
Yeah.
and then working full time, that's a whole nother life. And everybody got demands, and everybody want their demands to be met at the same time. You see
Mhm.
what I'm saying? And you know, my mother said, you know, out of 24 hours in a day, you need God time. You know,
Mhm.
she said, I know you got 15 minutes or 20 minutes for God time. You
Mhm.
know, that time between you and God, uninterrupted, nobody else, where you talk to God. You understand what I'm saying? And y'all have a conversation, you know. So my mother said, you know, I got God sent. You see what I'm saying? So for her to, you know, share those aspects of her spirit with me, you know, and to share it with the world, you know, because she was doing all of the things that she did and raised 7 of us, you
Mhm.
know. So, you know, amazing woman.
Yeah.
So what your family think about, you know, you singing and you know, touring and everything that's going on, you know, the
They,
children and the grandchildren.
you know, my kids are very proud. My mom is very, very proud. My family is very, very proud of me. They just look at Jinda. She always loved to sing. They see
You
me.
know, I was the first person to put you in front of your first crowd, girl. Don't you
Yeah.
forget about that.
Yeah, so they're always there and in my corner and very, very proud of me.
You know, you was singing since you was 2, baby.
That's
Okay.
exactly. I was saying
I would just say, I would say in the womb. I think you was
yeah,
singing in my womb, girl. I know you was singing in my womb. Oh man, it's glad to see that I wasn't the only one. You know, our family wasn't the only one that was out there. Where the children was just the talent, the entertainment. You know what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
do that dance you was doing. Oh, don't act scared now. You've been doing it all day. And then our family got the competition. You know, everybody want that little moment of attention right there. So you know, it's just it was crazy, but it was useful.
Yeah, I used to
But,
have a little recorder growing up, just one of those little those cassette tape recorders. You know how you used to put the
right,
little piece of tissue in it so you could record over an actual
right,
cassette. So I would
right.
put that thing in there, and then I would act like I was a complete radio station. I would do the commercials. I would do the whole thing. Yeah, that was me growing up.
Amazing. So I know you have some things coming up. You know, what are some things that you have coming up that you can share with us that you want people to pay attention to?
Well, I actually was supposed to have a show tonight with Big Pokey Bear's birthday bash. It was supposed to be going on tonight because of inclement weather and the other artists having to travel. It was canceled tonight at the East Center. But I do have some shows coming up. I do believe it was May 1st. That's going to be in Georgia. It's a big was it Spring Fest that's going on Mother's Day. It's around Mother's Day. No, May 1st, week before Mother's Day. So that's in Atlanta, and then I have I'll be back in Atlanta in August for the radio personality event that they have every year. It's an award ceremony. And I'm excited to do that because I was there last year and sung there, and they loved me so much they asked me to come back. So really grateful for that. I was in the midst and rubbing elbows with Tony Terry, and there were a lot of great people there. Most Stovall, the Velvet Voice. It was a whole slew of great it's just great entertainment all around the room. Shout out to Ty Austin and Debbie Ireland. Yeah, I mean, it's just amazing. If you are in the ATL area, it happened last year at Backstage Live. I don't know where they're going to have it this year. I don't know if it's the same place, but it was amazing. And it happens in August. You look on my page, I'll actually post it when we start posting for it to know the definite dates. But I can't wait for that because we had such a great time. And I'm getting the. Who's oh yeah, Lenny Williams. Lenny Williams is getting a Legend Award.
What?
Yeah, that's gonna be great. So yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm going.
I'm
I'm
excited.
coming in May and I'm coming in August. Wherever it's at,
Yes,
I'm
yes,
going. I'm gonna
yes,
be right there. I'm
yes.
gonna be right there, how they say. I'm gonna be right there.
Yeah, but other than that, I perform all over locally. Right now, I'm really focused on. Because of the weather. Monday. I was supposed to be going to the studio to start with my new song, and I'm excited to do that. But because that's when the weather really started to be really bad. It was frozen on Monday, and that was President's Day, and I couldn't go. But I will be back in the studio real soon. And I'm working on my third album, and I'm excited. I'm excited about that. So, yeah, Jinda's on a roll. That's all I can say.
I'm talking. Well, the last question before I let you go, I know y'all got stuff to do. Balance and self-care. You know, in the midst of everything you got going on, you know, how do y'all maintain, you know, the balance and the self-care? You know, what does that look like for y'all?
You know what? It all comes into just loving what you do. Singing to me is not work. It's love. It's absolutely loving it. I'm in my she den right now. This is where all my equipment where I rehearse. I rehearsed earlier today. That gives me a sense of peace. And you have to have that. You have to have your me time. That is my me time when I'm in here singing or I'm in the kitchen cooking because I love to cook. So you have to have that. And for my husband, he loves sports. He's a big sports fanatic. And he loves to play poker. So you have to have you gotta have your own time. I have my own me time, and that to me, and amongst spending time with my grandkids when we see them. Other than that, I just love being in my room, my little she den, and I got my mixer and stuff set up. As you can see, I'm gonna look over here, and I got my microphone over there, got my speaker over there. So this is my little sanctuary here. And a woman has to have it, you know, with my awards. And, you know, I got a Jinda Harris Day in the city of Houston a couple years ago. And all my plaques and my awards, I keep them all in here just to kind of remind me that from where I first started, it was just really just a hope and a dream. And I'm not even where I am destined to be. I'm destined for more greatness. And I'm just a small little speck from all the multitude of blessings that the Lord is going to bestow on me. So I just look at this and I'm just humbly honored and grateful for all the things that I have been blessed with. And I come into this room and I turn my music on and I hit that first note and I close my eyes and I just feel, I feel like I'm meant to do this. And I wake up in the morning, I have a song in my mind. I'm meant to do this. So, I just say, tell everybody, never stop dreaming. And one of the things that my son said to me, my son told me, and it brought tears in my eyes. He told me, he said, Mom, I'm so proud of you. I'm proud of you because you doing it. I used to bring them to rehearsals with me, and they was kids. And they saw me just still doing it. What are you doing? They were not done. Oh my God.
It is done.
That's what I'm talking about. You see, look. Y'all getting it fresh, okay? Y'all getting it fresh. I'm gonna let y'all go, okay? Cause y'all look, okay? Y'all look. Y'all need to take a little moment. I don't know how y'all can do it, but we need to hear from y'all. You know, as a couple, y'all should have a little cast, a little something that y'all do where y'all share some jewels with the family about love, about business. You know, something like that where y'all can get y'all message out together. Y'all are a beautiful couple. Y'all bright. It's powerful, and y'all energy is strong. And you know, the world needs some of that. So. You know, you gave the gift of your voice and your husband provides the gift of the sound. So y'all together with the voice and the sound, it's alchemical. Y'all could do something great with that. You know?
Oh, thank you so much.
Y'all could do something great with that.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for having me on your show. Hey, I'm gonna be tuning in. Anything you need for me to do to help out later on, let me know. I'm there. tag me with everything, because from here on out, we will be on lock and we'll be taking notice of you and as you move and as you're being blessed. So thank you for having us on the show. And bring us to where you are, because we will come.
All right, I'm coming to see y'all first on May 1st? I'm gonna be in Atlanta. I'm coming. I'm pulling out.
Okay.
Out there.
All right. I'm gonna send you that flyer so you'll know.
Most definitely. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day. Thank y'all for this sunshine that y'all brought out here.
Oh, thank you. All right, thank you for having me.
All right, y'all have a blessed day.